I am about to hop on a Zoom call, but first I wanted to sit down and do this quick little Q&A video where I answer a handful of recently asked questions all about the topic of video marketing. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I've been having a lot of Zoom calls lately with like the one I have late that I'm about to hop on is with an agent who is joining Real, a new agent that wants to join Real for the first time. But many of these Zoom calls that I've been doing are with agents who are already at Real. They want to know more about video marketing. It seems to be kind of a trend that I'm seeing amongst the agents that are joining our network at Real Broker is they're agents who are seeing that we're using a lot of video marketing to get business. We have been for quite a while, and they're wanting to know how we're doing it. They're wanting to get advice and just collaborate in that area. So these are all questions that I was asked recently on a Zoom call with another agent who is wanting to learn more about video marketing, wanting to take kind of what we're doing in our market to see results and get business and implement it in their market. And they're also questions that we've been seeing a lot, like recently asked, but also repeat frequently asked questions that we've been seeing a lot from agents wanting to know more about video marketing. So with all that being said, let's jump into these questions. I have them written out here. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Mariah. I'm a real estate agent in the beautiful state of Oregon. I've been a full-time realtor since 2015. Got my license when I was 18. A couple years later, my husband Spencer quit his job and joined me. We've been a husband and wife real estate team ever since. And starting out, my business came from cold calling, door knocking, all of those old school methods, which I really did enjoy. And I really did love them at the time. But for the last, how many years now? 4 years, I would say. We have really moved from a very prospecting heavy business to a marketing heavy business. Before, we weren't really doing any marketing, or at least we weren't doing any effectively that was bringing us business. Now we get a lot of business, and I'm not talking just like any old leads. We get like the best quality clients that you want to work with. Raise our average price point by quite a bit, so we're working with less clients but making more from each transaction, if that makes sense. And it's all because of video marketing. We don't have to convince these clients to work with us. They come directly to our email inbox. We're not chasing them. We're not following up with them. It's beautiful, a beautiful thing. So let's just get into these questions. Okay, question number 1 is, how do you know what video you're going to do each week? Basically asking about like planning the content, how you know what you're going to do when you're making video marketing for your business on a consistent basis, whether it's for your real estate business or whatever other type of business you're trying to grow with video marketing. So for us, we have been doing this for so long that generally what I will do is I have a running list in the notes section of my phone. Okay. And at the top of the note, when I'm making a new note for like a video idea, I will write video idea. Like that's it, so that I can easily search it, and then I'll write for what channel it's for, because we have a couple different channels that bring us business in different ways, if that makes sense. Like this channel, we get agent-to-agent referrals. Our other channel, we get relocation buyer clients from. So I will put in at the top of the note, I will put in the video idea, those words, and then I will put in the channel name, so that when I'm sitting down thinking like, what should I talk about today? What do I want to make a video on right now? I can just search video idea or the channel name, and I have all these ideas right in front of me. So I used to take a day every single week. It was time blocked for, it was in my schedule, whether I did it in the sauna at the gym while my child was in daycare, or if I did it on the treadmill at the gym walking, or just sitting down brainstorming at my computer, or however that looked. I made sure I made time for it, same day around the same time every single week, to just write out a bunch of video scripts. I don't do that anymore because we've been doing this for so long. We get a lot of questions. I kind of just go off of like, whenever someone asks me a frequently asked question like these right here, or a question about, moving to the area, whatever, I'll write it down in my phone. So I have this running list. So I don't really have to take the time to sit down and write video ideas anymore, if that makes sense. But how do I know what I'm going to talk about like week by week? I know I've talked to some realtors who are in video marketing, and they have a full-on content calendar. They'll have like their whole month planned out of like exactly what they're going to talk about, each day for that month. We don't do that. I kind of just pull up my list, and then whatever I feel like the scripts are already written, and then whatever I feel like talking about that day, that's what we'll do. In order for this type of marketing to work for your business, it has to be something you do very long term. And in order to do it long term, it has to become a part of your life, and you have to fit this into your schedule. It doesn't just happen. You really have to fit it into your schedule on a consistent basis and really get used to that. So for us, one way that looks is being flexible. I'm not rigid about how these videos get made by any means. For example, like I said, I have a handful of, video ideas already in my phone. So I have a handful of neighborhood tours. That's one type of video we do to get relocation clients. I have a handful of, like pros and cons of moving to this city type videos already made. So I can look and be like, okay, what fits into my schedule today? I'm driving my daughter to gymnastics, and then after I'll have a little bit of time in my car, so I'll do a neighborhood tour. But then another week I'm at home. It would make more sense for me to be doing a sit down type video, like podcast style. So I'm very, very flexible with how the videos get made, and I kind of take it week by week as to what style is going to fit into our week and our lifestyle that week easiest. And then I kind of just go with that, because I feel like if you're going to be so like, I'm going to just do sit down talking head videos only, and every video has to look exactly the same, like, good luck. You're probably not going to stay consistent with this very long. Or if you are, it might kind of hurt some of the other areas in your life. I don't know if that makes sense. So the next question on this list is, how do you fit video marketing into your schedule? And I kind of just answered that question already, but being flexible. I know, like I said, we do our video marketing, and we have for the last few years, on the same exact day of the week. We try to batch film if we can, and just get a handful of videos done on that one day within like an hour or so time frame. So that's really how we fit it into our schedule, and then being very flexible as to the method of how it works, how we go about with the video marketing. We're very flexible with how it looks, what it looks like. Okay, so this next question was from a mom who is with their child. But so I get this question a lot, because a lot of the agents who have joined us at Real Broker, which I think is so much fun, are other moms in business, or just like women in business in general. But a lot of them are moms and have kids to take care of, whether they're younger kids at home or older or whatever. And it's funny, because actually quite a few agents I've talked to that are running successful businesses are also homeschooling their kids, which I think is really cool. And this one particular question, which we get a lot in the form of either, like this particular lady was asking about homeschooling and always working at the same time. But we've gotten it a lot from like moms staying at home with young kids and then also working in real estate at the same time. So kind of tweak the question, if that makes sense, and apply it to whatever your situation is. But the question is, I'm homeschooling, but also feel like I'm always working. Any advice for me I don't know exactly where my video cut me off, but any advice for me if I want work-life balance was the question. For someone who's at home with kids, whether you're homeschooling or not, it's still a lot being, in real estate and selling houses and doing video marketing, while also trying to be a present parent and not like shove your kids to the side at all. So, here's what works for me. One thing that works for me. A couple things. I'll just throw off some things that I'm doing. One piece of advice, if you're at home, especially like homeschooling your kid while also like working, trying to be in real estate, one big piece of advice would be, don't answer all your calls, texts, and emails as they come in, and do not keep your notifications on, especially notifications for social media. I do not keep any notifications on for like Instagram, even emails, anything like that. I definitely don't check social media throughout the day, although we use it for our business. I only go on it if I'm posting or responding to messages from people who want to buy or sell real estate, or talk about joining us here at Real, or whatever that looks like. That's really what I'm doing when I'm downloading those apps. It's like downloaded to be used intentionally, so you're not just wasting time scrolling. And a big thing I do is, like I said, I don't respond to calls, texts, and emails as they come in. What I will do is, generally, I will have my phone in the other room, unless I know there's obviously instances in real estate when you're waiting for a closing, or you're waiting to hear back about something, and you have to be like on call, and you have to have your phone on you. And if I know that's happening, then yeah, I'm gonna have my phone with me. Otherwise, I schedule all calls with clients. My clients don't just call me. If they want to talk to me, we have it on the schedule. I thought that would have been a big deal. No one's cared about that at all. And so that way I can plan ahead of time into my day and know like, okay, at 2 o'clock, I'm going to have to step away. It just makes things so much easier. And another thing is, like I said, I'll leave my phone in the other room or just like sitting on the counter. Like I don't just carry it around with me in my pocket at all times. I will go back and check it maybe even once an hour or so. Sometimes longer, sometimes less, sometimes very much longer. And I will respond to all of my text messages, calls, and emails that came in during that hour all at once. Doesn't end up taking a ton of time. For me, at least, it doesn't. And to me, that just it helps me feel so much more present than just answering everything as it comes in. But I'm still getting back to people in a timely manner. I'm still responding to everything in a, professional, timely way. Okay, a couple other things is I'm very, intentional with the type of clients that I want to work with and that I take on. If you're new in your business, this advice might not apply so much to you because there are seasons in your business when you kind of have to hustle and just take whatever business you can take. I've definitely been there, but right now I'm not in that phase where I'm just taking whatever I can take. I'm very intentional with the kind of business I want to work with, which really, really helps because generally this business is a lot lower maintenance for the most part than the old type of leads I used to work with. So that means I'm very intentional about what I do to try to get business. And I'm trying very hard to get more agent-to-agent referrals, and I'm trying to get more relocation out-of-state buyer clients. And then my husband tries to get listings. And that's really what works for us. It keeps things very simple, clean, easy. But I found that those type of clients, like that demographic, is a lot lower maintenance than if you're just working like Zillow leads or Facebook leads. And there's nothing wrong with those things, but yeah, I've just found that it's a lot easier to work less and make more. That's the goal if you're working with those type of clients. So in order to increase those type of clients, it's all about what are you doing with your time when you're prospecting? How are you marketing? Who are you marketing to? You want to market to the people, the clients that you want more of. I'm not like working full-time at all. I definitely am picky about the clients I work with now, and then I pass on to my husband because we are a husband and wife real estate team and I have the ability to do that. I know not everyone can, but something you could do is you could find a partner or someone that you trust in your market, and you can take the listings or clients that are like the ones that you really want to work with, easiest to work with, lower maintenance, whatever, higher price point, and then you can pass the others on to this person that you trust to take good care of them in your market that you can build a relationship with and just get a referral fee from them if you want that like slower paced lifestyle but still growing your business. Okay, I know I said that this video was about video marketing, and it is. This next question is not related to video marketing, but after this, we'll get back to video marketing only questions. And I got to wrap it up here because my call is starting soon. So this next question is, my phone is always ringing. Do you have any advice for setting boundaries with people, as in other agents or clients? Okay, so other agents and clients are always calling you. One thing that I do that I didn't used to do is I have a conversation with my clients. I tell them the best way to reach me, which is texting or emailing. It's not just calling me out of the blue. And then we can schedule a call if needed to talk about, whatever it is that they need to talk about. Another thing is talking about boundaries with your clients. Like when I first get if I'm going to take a listing, for example, I'm going to ask the seller, how and how often do you want to be communicated with? So they know these expectations up front. And then I will tell them, I will reach out to you every week with an update. Like once a week, you can expect to hear from me, so that they're not expecting to hear from me like every single day with an update, that type of thing. One more tip for this is especially helpful with dealing with other agents. If I have somebody reach out to me and I'm in the middle of something or not able to just call them back right away, but I don't want them to feel like I'm just ignoring their call or unresponsive or, not going to get back to them, because sometimes, especially agents, I feel like start worrying and get into that zone and then get mad at you. I will just shoot them a text and say, hey, I got your message. I'm going to call you back at this time, or I will call you back in an hour, or however, that looks, whenever I'm going to be able to talk. Because obviously if you're a mom and you're asking this question, like it's not always easy to just pick up the phone and call when you have your kids with you. Sometimes you need to like plan it and do it like the hour later, if that makes sense. So I will just shoot them a quick text, whether it's a client or another agent, letting them know I did receive whatever, message they sent me, and this is when I will get back to them. That way, no one's mad at you. No one thinks that you're ignoring them. Everyone's happy and they know that you're going to be getting back to them, but you don't have to be constantly glued to your phone. The next question is, how do you plan your video ideas? The longer that you make video content, the easier it gets, because like, for example, this video for this channel, recently asked questions or frequently asked questions. If you guys have any video questions or suggestions, like, let me know. Feel free to email me or leave a comment below. And a lot of these videos that we're doing, because we've been working with relocation clients for a while now, whenever I get a client question that is relocation specifically focused for like that niche, I will write it down in my notes in my phone. So I'm sure a lot of you guys, whatever like niche it is that you work in, or whatever type of clients you're working with, I'm sure you're already getting questions from your clients that are actually really good content ideas. So you could just think back in your brain, like, what are the last 5 questions I've had my buyer or my seller clients ask me, and then write them down and kind of go off of that. The next question is, I'm always worried my video ideas aren't good enough to post, or I'm always worried my videos aren't good enough to post in general when I'm done with them. Any advice for me? Yes. So I would say, if I never posted videos if I only posted videos that were really good and they were never cringy, they were never corny, they were never something, they were always something I was like super proud to put out there, then I wouldn't have business. Let me just tell you, my top best clients, like I literally sold $1 million house for the first time a few years ago, because before that, my average price point was really low, and that was like a really big deal. It was something I wanted to do for so long and never did. Now we've obviously worked with $1 million clients since then, but at the time, that was our first time ever doing that. And this buyer client came from one of the video, like I can't even watch this video. It's still up because it brings me business, but I will not watch it because it is so cringy. And they told me that was the video that they came from. It was so embarrassing. I literally have comments on that video saying I looked like a clown because of the way I did my makeup. And I actually did, like, if you're watching the video, you'd probably agree. I'm looking back at it now and I'm like, what was I thinking? I did look like a clown because of how I did my makeup that day. The way that I talked, it was just cringe, but it brought me $1 million buyer. So at the end of the day, you got to just get over it. Like, what do you want more? $1 million client or your pride? You got to get over it. If you're afraid of like being cringy, then maybe this isn't the business for you. And like to this day, I still don't watch my videos because I'm not over here like, oh my gosh, this is a piece of art. This is a masterpiece. I'm so proud to put this out there. No, I'm like, done is better than perfect. This was the best I could do this week. Well, let's get it up there. I know it's gonna eventually bring me some sort of income for my time making this video, whether it's through agent-to-agent referrals or relocation buyers or whatever that looks like. You got to just do it. Okay, last question is how to make video marketing take up less time. And I think a big piece of advice for this is just know that the longer you do it, like the longer you stay consistent with it, the easier it's going to get and the less time it's going to take. It used to take me so much longer to make a video. Now I do one take. I never redo it. Even if I mess up, I don't care. Now it used to take me so long to make a video. Now I do it in one take. It's so much easier. I can like just get it done like really quick. So just know that the longer you do it and the more you stay consistent, it will get a lot easier to do. You'll have your systems down and it'll be a lot less time consuming. Okay, that's it for today. I gotta get on this Zoom call. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions or video suggestions, email me. Also, if you enjoyed this video or grabbed value from it at all, hit the thumbs up button. If you want more videos like this, hit the thumbs up button. Head over to my channel. I have an entire playlist sharing all about video marketing, and I'll see you guys next time.